Good everyone, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Wednesday, the 29th of July, 2026. So we'll start off as usual with the synoptic situation. Still a sort of high pressure on the south of the country at the moment. There's a couple of low pressures now taking over, though, to the north, and you can see there's quite a lot of cloud and rain associated with them. It was up in Scotland yesterday. It's drifting down towards Manchester or so at the moment, but we're still going to be clear in the south part of the country for the day. I think so. The wind's going to be fairly light initially, but as this front moves further west, we are going to pick up southwesterlies of 10, 15 knots. So we may have to change runs a little bit later throughout the day. And as usual, there's the cloud associated with them. Frontal systems, see it's drifted further south now. Still quite a bit of a Liverpool, Manchester sort of way, but we are clear on the south of the country, and that should stay there pretty well for the rest of the day. And as you can imagine, there's a rain associated with that low pressure and clear in the south. That's over the next 2 hours. And if you look at the Met Office predicted rain forecast over the next few hours, you can see all that rain tends to stay well to the north of us. It's going to be a good evening for most group as well. So TAF then is not available from Odium, but then METAR is giving currently 1 knot from the southwest, 10k plus fizz, no significant change, and temperature 20, dew point 16. And if we go across to Farnborough, they've got a TAF slightly more useful. 3 knots from the east initially, 10k or more, no clouds below 1500 meters, no QNIMs, becoming between 11 and 2 local, 10 knots from the southwest. Spot winds are giving us today to the north 220, 10 knots, to the south 260, 15. And windy is giving us a very, very light southeasterly at the moment. If I run this through, that's midday, 8 knots southerly, and then 5 o'clock this afternoon, 10 knots southwesterly. And Bentworth is giving us pretty clear blue all day. Wind very light and variable from the southeast initially, becoming 10 knots from the southwest. So all the winds concur there. GFS is giving us a max temperature today of 31 degrees with a dew point down at 10. And the local weather station, if I quickly refresh that, is giving us 20 degrees and the dew point down at 16, and they're both rising nicely as we speak. And there's a view outside the window. So top meteo then, thermals for the day, they're giving us blue conditions down here from around about 12, 1 o'clock. We should have blue thermals to around about 4,000 feet. And if I run that through, going up to about 5,000 foot by 3 o'clock, maybe even 6,000 foot just to the north of us. Yes. So it's really going to be a pretty good day as far as top meteo is concerned. If you run sky sites, a similar thought of thing. Here on the left-hand side, we've got the potential flight distance, which is up to 400-500k north and west of us. But they're giving blue. Southerly winds start off with blue thermals up to around about 5,000 foot by around about 2 o'clock today, and cutting off very quickly. Notice today, particularly around about 4:30. So it's going to be a shortish type of day. Good thermal strength in the blue, 4 to 5 knots. And the wind's basically south at the moment, becoming southwesterly 13 or 14. No TAMs to affect Lasham locally. We will have more information towards the end of the week with the Odium. So the usual things, danger areas are open, Fairford. And as usual, if you go any further, please use due diligence. So if we run across to the Airfield briefing and layout for today then, 2K21s on the 5-day course, 2K21s on book flying, K13 on casual list, K13 on trial flights, the Duo and SH4 on Merv, Silver and Beyond course. We have limited single-seater availability today. The Wednesday group are all out. We've got 2 on the catalyst, and the simulator is available. Currently, as we speak, nothing to report from 2XL, but as usual, these things may change. A quick mention, really, this is for Friday. This is going to be more for the people wanting to go cross country. There is a briefing sheet, the reference is up there, and we'll get more into it near the time when we have the final timings. But fundamentally, we have an agreement between us and Odium that any gliders going cross country and tasking to the north will do so, having gone west first initially and then north just this side of Popham. And that will stay clear of the Odium airspace for the duration of Friday. Quick reminder about the autumn wave expedition we have, 4th to 23rd of October, 3 full weeks. We have places available on all weeks, 2 or 3 places I gather. Any further information, please see Ron, Evan or myself, or if you want to book a place on that, book in through the office. So, low pressure area is starting to take hold in North UK at the moment, but still high pressure to the south. Wind's going to be southwesterly at Lasham later with reasonable soaring early afternoon. We will start off on runway 27, but I fear we may have to change to 23 later on. Please be ready when the cable tug to arrive, and the usual do not land or taxi over the disused runways shown in red, please. So I've got the 27 layout here because if there is a grid, it's much better to grid off 27. So the usual place for that, winching from the south, aerotone from the north, and the winch will be down the far western end. Okay, I will see you all briefly. I'm going to go and set the airfield up now and catch you out on the airfield. Fly safe. Bye.